Okay, so now it's upside down again. Let's try this. C1. Now it's spinning the fronts. Check this out. That is awesome. What's going on, guys? Ultra Anastasio here with FlytPath.com. Now, when the DJI FPV drone was released, one of the updates in the DJI Fly app is the ability to flip your drone over using what they call turtle mode. Now, this mode is pretty common in the FPV world, but for those that don't know, basically if you are out there flying your drone and you might be a little further away, and if you were to crash or if it were to take a little tumble and flip over, the idea behind using turtle mode is that when you do engage it, what it does is it spins the propellers in a way that it will then pop your drone back upright. So ideally it'll spin one side of the drone. So if your drone is stuck here on the ground upside down and you don't want to actually go out there to go get it, or it might be in a compromising location that you necessarily just can't easily get to, what you're going to want to do is try to use turtle mode to then pop your drone back from being upside down or possibly stuck in a branch or tree, and have it so it'll then either pop back upright if it's lying on the ground, or if it's in a tree, ideally shake it out of that tree. Now, this is one of those tests I'm actually kind of interested and curious to try, because I know the fact that I'm going to be scraping and scratching up my props and the body and possibly the camera to do this test, and hopefully it does survive and doesn't break anything too badly. Now, assuming I don't break it on the first one, I do want to try it on a couple different locations, right here on the grass, maybe once on the concrete, and of course, depending on where you're flying it and where your drone might have happened to fall or take a tumble, your circumstance, your location might be a little bit different. So this is more of just a controlled way of doing it. You might be stuck in some places that it won't be able to work. So I just want to show you exactly what turtle mode is and try to give you some demonstration on what is actually happening when you engage it on the remote. But before I get into the demo, a quick word from today's video sponsor, Epidemic Sound. So if you're looking at taking your content to the next level, Epidemic Sound has been my go-to source for all of my music in my videos. Whether I'm editing drone footage behind the scenes or some of my vlogs, Epidemic Sound provides high quality, royalty-free music, so you never have to worry about copyright claims or losing monetization on your videos. They have a couple plans to choose from, whether it's a personal plan for most content creators, or if you want to get the commercial plan, mostly geared towards freelancers as well as businesses. Both plans give you full access to over 32,000 songs, as well as their full library of sound effects. So if you want to enhance your videos with some sound design, make sure you check the link down below in the video description for a no commitment 30-day free trial of Epidemic Sound. And now back to the video. So in order for you to enable turtle mode on your drone, you're going to have to set a couple custom buttons here on the remote control in order for you to perform this action. And if you don't know how to set up those custom buttons, let me show you a quick video on how to set up turtle mode on the remote control. Now, in order to select turtle mode on your remote control, what you need to do is go to your button customization and select one of the shortcuts to be turtle mode. Right now, I have a little bit of issue with my goggle recording, but what I did in this video is set my C1, the double press. I set that one to turtle mode. All right, so now turtle mode is set to one of my shortcuts on my remote control. Let's put this thing on the ground, upside down, and see if we're able to flip this thing over using turtle mode. All right, so this will be the first time I'm going to try this out, and the scenario, of course, is I'm flying it out here at the park, and we'll just say I'm way down there or I'm on the other side of the fence, and this were to fall and crash into this park. Now, if that were to happen, your drone would come in, and we'll just say that it falls upside down just like that. Now, what turtle mode is supposed to do, of course, is supposed to flip it over. So let's see, I have it set to double pressing C1, and let's see what happens. This will be the first time I'm trying it. Hopefully it doesn't break anything too much. And if it doesn't, then we'll try it on another surface, maybe on the concrete or something like that, and just see how the drone reacts to a couple different scenarios if it survives. Here we go. Ooh, kind of nervous. All right, here we go. Double pressing C1, and turtle mode not required. Okay, so I just tried pressing it and it says turtle mode not required. So let's try that again. Double press. Turtle mode not required. Why is that? It's upside down. That's when you use turtle mode. Why is it saying it's not required? I don't know what other way can you put it? That's the way it would fall. Okay, so don't know why it's not working. Wouldn't be this way. Okay, so it's telling me turtle mode is not required. I understand the requirements of turtle mode. It needs to be upside down. That's the idea behind turtle mode. I don't see what other way you would want turtle mode. Have this thing start up. Okay, so it starts up. So here's another test. Here's another test. Let me go in manual mode. Maybe it's a manual mode thing. So if this is upside down, okay, I'm in manual mode now. And it's saying I'm in normal mode because it's sitting upside down on the ground, but let's try and test it. Oh, there you go. Holy cow! There it is! There it is! Yes! Did you see that? That was awesome. Well, there it is. So, you have to be in manual mode. And I was in sport mode and normal mode, and it didn't work. But you have to be in manual mode. Whoa, that was awesome. So it spun these front two. It was sitting like this, and it spun these front two fast enough so it went like this. And there it was. Of course, you're not gonna have like a perfect crash. So if it's like that, let's try this one. Okay, so we'll just say it crashed this way. C1, press. Back one's there, boom. That's awesome. All right, let's try it again. It determines which prop and motor is on the ground because now that one moved the back motors and the first one moved the front ones. So let's see if it does change it by knowing which direction it's sitting. Okay, so now it's upside down again. Let's try this. C1. Now it's spinning the fronts. Check this out. That is awesome. So it changed depending on which motor was sitting lower. It would spin the other one to get out. Because on the second one I did, it spun the other motors. That's genius. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna press C1 because I have it set to C1 right now. And let's press C1 and then show you what it does. What? All right, let's take this over. Let's take this over to the concrete now. All right, so we're on concrete now, and I mean, if you probably crashed on concrete, this thing's probably broke. But if not, you might be able to recover it using turtle mode. So here we go. Let's flip it over. Oh my God. Look at that. Flips over. So at first I was concerned about the motors and the props getting scratched up, of course, because I didn't know if it would just use two specific motors to flip you over. But what it seems like it's doing is it determines the angle of it. It'll flip accordingly. So let me see. If I put, let's see what happens. If I put it this way, let's see if I try to, so it's sitting now front heavy. And now let's see if it pushes it that way instead of this way. So let's try that. And press. It does. Dude, that is awesome. So the drone determines which part of the drone is sitting lower and spins the opposite side so that you're not dealing with it digging into the ground. I actually thought it would just pick two motors and always use those two motors, but it doesn't. So smart. The drone is this way. It's not gonna spin these bottom motors and kick into the actual dirt in the ground. Of course, that's what I thought was gonna happen a lot more, but it didn't. But I mean, I'm still scratching it up, but it would now determine which one is lower and spin it the other way. And that's about it, guys. That's turtle mode on the DJI FPV drone. I scratched it up a bit. This guy's already beat up, so I didn't mind doing that test on it. But a couple things I learned as far as the settings go, shortcuts, a little bit of everything. So, I mean, hope it was entertaining. And if it was, give me a like on that, share this with somebody. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. But this is amazing. I just did not think that they would switch the motors depending. Awesome. That's about it. Turtle mode on the DJI FPV drone. Pretty dope. Check it out. Subscribe, hit that like button. My green machine is all scratched up. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.